Hi, welcome back to SGK English for a new video. Today, let us learn the lesson Deep Water by William Douglas. Have you heard of him? William Douglas? He was born in Maine, Minnesota, 1898 to 1980. So, Minnesota is a state in western US or America. So, western part of America, it is a state. So, bordering Canada and Lake Superior. So, Lake Superior is the largest of greatest lakes. The state has got more than 10,000 other lakes. See, it is full of lakes and rivers, etc. and etc. So that is a background of our story, deep water. Okay. So after graduating with the Bachelor of Arts in English and Economics, he spent 2 years teaching high school in Yakima. Our William Douglas knows something about the author. However, he got tired of this and decided to pursue a legal career. He met Franklin D. Roosevelt. So, have you heard of this word Roosevelt? Yes, American president. He was the 32nd US president, Franklin D. Roosevelt, and became an advisor and friend to the President of America. Douglas was a leading advocate of individual rights. He retired in 1975 with a term lasting 36 years and remains the longest serving justice in the history of the court. The following excerpt is taken from Of Men and Mountains. Underline that word, sir. You have to remember that as an extract from Of Men and Mountains by William O. Douglas. See, it is in a way autobiographical. Okay, so what is autobiography? A man writing his own story is autobiography. If you write somebody else's story, it is biography. Okay, now. So Mahatma Gandhi wrote his own story. And you know the name of the book? My Experiment with Truth. So the same way here, some autobiographical elements are here in this story. It reveals how when he was a young boy, William Douglas nearly drowned in a swimming pool. He was nearly, not completely, nearly drowned in a swimming pool. In this essay, he talks about his fear of water. He talks elaborately on his fear of water and thereafter how he finally overcame it. At the end, he was able to overcome the fear of water. Two stages are there. First part deals with how he happened to fear water completely. He was averse to it. Okay, notice how the autobiographical part of the selection is used to support his discussion of fear. As autobiographical element is there. So his own story he is narrating how he got the fear of water. And at the end how he was able to overcome the fear of water. Okay, so let us come to the story directly. It had happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. He narrates a story, his own story. It really happened when he was 10 or 11 years of age. I had decided to learn to swim. Then I decided to learn to swim. It is good that you learn swimming because sometimes you will be in need of helping someone. You yourself may be in danger. You can save yourself. Okay now. Yes, there was a pool at YMCA in Yakima. YMCA is an international organization. The full form is Young Men's Christian Association. If you have the membership, wherever you go, you can go there, maybe getting accommodation and support and help from them. Okay, now suppose if you are a member of YMCA here in India, you can go with the ID card and you go to America. They will help you if you are in need of, if you have any need. Okay, if you need their support, maybe accommodation, etc. Okay, YMCA in Yakima that offered exactly the opportunity. So YMCA was offering the opportunity to learn swimming. The Yakima river was treacherous, means very dangerous. Treacherous means cheating. Okay, now. So you cannot trust it, you may go down. Many dangers are there in the river. Mother continually, say continually means now and again. Continuous means continuing for a long time. Continual means happening again and again. See the difference? Continual means happening again and again. Continuous means continuing for a long time. Okay, continually warned against it. So my mother used to warn me against the danger of going to the river and kept fresh in my mind the details of each drowning in the river. She would always remind me that such a fellow was drowned. One of my friends, one of my relatives, or one whom I know directly, she used to narrate many stories of many dangers that happened in that Yakima river. But the YMCA pool was safe, but here I did not need to have any fear at all because it was quite safe. It was only 2 or 3 feet deep at the shallow end. Shallow and deep. Okay, now opposite of shallow, deep is shallow. Okay, so you know swimming pool where you enter, it will be so shallow, maybe 2-3 feet. It will be going deeper, 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 and then it will be so deep. Okay, now shallow end of it. Okay, and while it was 9 feet deep at the other, but at the other end it was 9 feet deep. A man's height is maximum 6 feet. Okay, now 9 feet means 3 feet above a man's height. Okay. The drop was gradual, not sudden. Means a big long pool. Slowly, the depth went down and down and down. At the end, it was 9 feet. The depth was 9 feet. Okay, I got a pair of water wings and went to the pool. Water wings will help you stay afloat. Okay, in the river, in the water. Okay, and went to the pool. I hated to walk. Naked into it. I did not like to walk. So when you go for swimming, you don't wear your full dress, maybe shorts or something, or swimming suit you will wear. Okay, and to show my skinny legs, wearing short means others would see. I became self-conscious. That's why you are frightened. You are not frightened. You feel shy. Where you think, what? How can I? Others would see my body, especially my leg in full when I wear shorts. So I did not want to show my naked body to others, my skinny legs especially. But I subdued, I conquered my pride and did it. So I had to conquer my own pride, the pride feeling that others should not see my naked body, especially my skinny legs, etc. etc. But I conquered that shyness and I subdued it and I was well able to do that. What? Even showing my legs, I was willing to jump into the swimming pool. From the beginning, however, I had an aversion to the water. Even from childhood onwards, I had aversion, dislike. Hate, not dislike. I did not like to go into water. Okay, when I was in it, whenever I went into the water, I hated it. I did not want to go. I did not want to jump into the water. This started when I was 3 or 4 years of age. 3 or 4 years old. This aversion for water began in me, in my mind, when I was only 3 or 4 years of age. See? And father took me to the beach in California. It was when my father took me to the beach in California. He and I stood together in the surfing, surfing board will be there. You remember our Nick Ujicic, surfing master Bethany Hamilton teaching him the art of surfing. Okay, now going on top of the water and moving and 360 spin, moving, you know it, no? You studied in 10th class, okay? Surfing master Badani Hamilton teaching our Nick Vujisi how to surf, okay? Okay. So he and I stood together in the surf. I hung on to him, yet the waves knocked me down. The waves hanging on to him, sticking on to him. The waves knocked me down. You have to conquer the waves and go on top of it, then come down, then go on top of it. It is something very difficult to do. Only with the training that you can learn it. Okay, the waves knocked me down and swept over me. The waves all swept over me. I was buried in water. I could not help myself. I was buried in water. My breath was gone. I could not breathe. I was frightened. Really, I was frightened. Father laughed. Father knew there was no danger in that, but the boy was not able to conquer the fear and come out courageous. So he laughed and laughed. But there was terror in my heart. Somehow I got some fear and terror in my heart. And the overpowering force of the waves, the power of the waves, it was overpowering me. It was conquering me. I could not survive. And Father laughed and laughed. Somehow a kind of fear, a kind of terror came into my heart. My introduction to the YMCA swimming pool revived unpleasant memories. So when I came to this YMCA swimming pool, those unpleasant memories of the fear of water and my failure to overpower the waves and conquer it came back to my mind once again. My introduction to YMCA swimming pool, when I was introduced, or when I introduced myself, or when I went to swim, to learn swimming, to YMCA swimming pool, which revived the unpleasant memories and stirred childish fears. So it stirred in my mind all the childish fears, the dislike of water and my fear of water. But in a little while I gathered confidence. Within little time, I gathered confidence. I got back my confidence. I paddled with my new water wings. I tied myself with my two new water wings, watching the other boys and trying to learn by aping them. So I was observing, watching other boys, how they swim, how do they swim, and I tried to ape them. Ape means imitate. So I tried to do the same way that they were doing. I was observing, I was watching how other children were swimming, and I tried to imitate them. I did this 2 or 3 times on different days. I continued it for 2-3 days on different times, different days. Was just beginning to feel at ease, feel comfortable. Okay, getting better. I am able to swim. I was getting okay. I had the fear in my mind, of course, surely, but still I was doing with confidence, and I was able to conquer my fear, and I was getting okay. In the water, when the misadventure happened, it is that something happened which he calls it as a misadventure. The incident, the unfortunate incident happened when I was I was able to conquer the fear of water, and when I was becoming okay, feeling ace was comfortable. I was getting okay and feeling comfortable that this misadventure happened. What is that? We are going to see in the next paragraph. I went to the pool when no one else was there. One day I went to the pool, then nobody else was there. You see, the place was quiet, QIET. Okay, it means calm and quiet, peaceful. Okay, with no sound. The water was still. The water was still means with no waves, no movement, quite still. And tiled bottom was as white and clean as a bathtub. The bottom of the pool was tiled, so the water was so clear. So I could see even the bottom of the pool. So clear water, I could see even the beautiful bottom of the pool. And it was as clean as a bathtub. Bathtub where you take bath. Not here in India, in Western countries, almost all houses will have. Here it's there but rare. Okay, we don't take bath in bathtubs here. Generally, okay. So I was timid about going in alone. I was frightened to go into the water alone. I was alone, that's why. If some students were, some other children were there learning swimming or swimming themselves, I would have felt some confidence here. As I was alone, I felt some kind of fear. I was timid about going in alone. So I sat on the side of the pool to wait for others. So I sat there waiting for the arrival of more students, more children to come and start swimming. I had not been there long, a little while, not before long, when in came a big bruiser. See, bruiser is in sports there will be a rival whom everybody is afraid of. A man with a fat, stout body, etc. Even appearance would make others fear. So there came a bruiser. You see, that means a rival or an enemy in a way. A strong fat man, you see, whom everybody is afraid of a boy, probably 18 years old. Yes, much, elder than him. So, older than him, not elder, okay. There came a boy of 18 years old, much older than him, probably 18 years old. He had thick hair on his chest, a strong boy, even thick hair on his chest. He was a beautiful physical specimen, that means a rare piece, okay, na? Beautiful physical specimen. With legs and arms that showed rippling muscles, like one who goes to gym every day and one who practices bodybuilding. Muscles will be rippling. Okay, in cinemas you can find some actors big muscles. Not really original, but they can do it. Okay, now exactly full originally in originality you may not see it, but they can make it using these tricks in cinemas. Okay. Big muscles, rippling means the waves, so muscles moving like waves. Okay, arms show rippling muscles. Okay, so he was a stout fat boy, a rare specimen with the muscles rippling like waves, it is moving. Okay, see, he yelled, means shouted. The boy shouted, "He is skinny, hey, hi skinny, skinny." He was like a skeleton with no flesh on his body, a thin boy. So he felt it's a fun to make fun of him. And he got, "Hey skinny, hi skinny, he is skinny. How do you like to be ducked? How do you like to be ducked? Ducked into water." In 10th class you saw, Socrates, that young boy was ducked into water, pushed down into the water. How do you like if he duck you into the water? If he push you into the water? "Hey skinny boy, hey boy, hi. How would you like to be ducked into the water? Would you like to be ducked into the water? I am going to duck you into the water. Would you like it?" He was joking half, but he was serious too. With that, he picked me up and tossed me into deep end. Not shallow, but deep end. And he took me. I was a small boy of 10 or 11 years of age. He lifted me and threw me into that deep end, not shallow. Shallow I could have got up and come. He was so fat, so thick, so stout, so strong that he took me in his arms and threw me into the deeper end of the swimming pool. I landed in a sitting position. I landed there in a sitting position. Swallowed water. I swallowed water a good lot. And went at once to the bottom. I went down and down to the bottom. I was frightened. Really I was frightened. But not yet frightened out of my wits, means out of my senses. So still I could find, okay, I am going down, I will come back. I did not become unconscious or I did not lose my sense. Okay. On the way down I planned, as I was going down I thought what should be done next. I am in danger, I am going down, how should I come back? I was planning in my mind. When my feet hit the bottom, I planned in this way. When my feet hit the bottom, I would make a big jump. So the moment I go down and touch the bottom of the swimming pool, I will make a big jump from the bottom. Come to the surface, lie flat on it and paddle to the edge of the pool. Yes, I will paddle means move towards the edge of the pool. That means The moment I reach at the bottom, I will muster, collect all my strength and push at the bottom and come up. As you throw a rubber ball to the surface, you will come back now. Yes, the same way like a cork, like a ball, I would come up from the bottom to the top, and I will move towards the edge of the pool was my plan. I planned this way. Okay, I am going down now. The moment I reach there, I will jump and come to the top or surface. It seemed a long way down. I was going down slowly, not fast enough, slowly. Those 9 feet were more than 90. I felt that 9 feet deep it is. But I felt it more than 90 feet. And before I touched the bottom, my lungs were ready to burst. As you go down, you feel the pressure of water. See, suffocation. So I felt my lungs were going to burst. But when my feet hit bottom, I summoned all my strength. I amassed, I collected, all my strength and made what I thought was a great spring upwards. What I thought it was a great springing, jumping upwards. I imagined I would bob to surface. Bob means move vertically. Straight I will go to surface. Like a cork. I would jump like a cork. Instead, I came slowly. Quite contrary to my expectation. I could not jump towards the surface. I was moving very, very, very slowly. Yes, I opened my eyes and saw nothing but water. When I opened my eyes, I could see only water. Water everywhere. Okay, water that had dirty yellow tinge to it. Tinge means color. See, yellow colored water I found everywhere. I grew panicky. See, frightened, panic stricken. I became terribly frightened. I reached up as if to grab a rope and my hands clutched only at water. You know, on top surface of the, swimming pool, there will be many ropes. That means track will be there. In each track there will be a rope with some marks, some rings on that, so that each swimmer can find his track. He cannot swim this way and that way. No, straight he should swim from shallow end to the deeper end. Okay, they would jump at the deeper end and come back to the shallow end to get up and come out. Okay, now? So there will be some ropes on the surface, you can catch it if you are in emergency or if you are in danger. So I thought I would come up to the surface and catch at the rope. I was catching but not getting, only water was there. Okay, I reached up as if to grab the rope and my hands clutched only at water. I was suffocating. Not able to breathe, suffocation. See, unable to breathe because of pressure of water going down and drinking, swallowing a good lot of water also. Suffocation. I tried to yell means shout or cry, but no sound came out. As if you were in a dream. No? Dream, you would think that I would shout, but you would open your mouth, but no sound would come out. You were in dream. Suppose if you are in dream. Okay, no sound came out. Then my eyes and nose came out of water, but not my mouth. See, I flailed at the surface of the water. Flailed means swing, means move this way, that way. I could not get up or do anything. Swallowed and choked, got myself choked in every way. I tried to bring my legs up, but they hung as dead weights, paralyzed and rigid. I tried to do something with my leg. See, my leg was hanging like a limb organ, not moving, and paralyzed and rigid. Not flexible but rigid, Yes. A great force was pulling me under. I could not come up, I was going down. Some force was pulling me down. I screamed, but only the water heard me. I cried, but nobody heard me. Only water heard me. I had started on the long journey back to the bottom of the pool. Again I went down towards the bottom of the pool. I struck at the water as I went down, expending my strength. See, expending means exhausting, getting exhausted. Spending all my strength, I struggled against as one in a nightmare fights an irresistible force. So in a nightmare, in a dream, you would fight against maybe a demon, but not able to do anything. So you are fighting, but not successful. You see, unable to do anything. Irresistible force. I had lost all my breath. I could not breathe also. My lungs ached, my head throbbed. When you are so tired, you can feel that throbbing even on the nerves and veins. You can find that head also would throb just like your heart. I was getting dizzy, me some kind of unconsciousness was coming to me. But remember the strategy. I would spring from the bottom of the pool and come like a cork to the surface. I again planned I would go down anyway, going down. So I would go there, then jump up towards surface like a cork. I planned. I would lie flat on water, strike out with my arms and thrash with my legs. That is swimming. Strike with my arms and thrash with my legs. Then I would be swimming. Then I would get to the edge of the pool and be safe. Was my plan. I planned in many ways. I would go down, come up, then I would swim, then I would go to the edge, then I would escape. Many plans were there, but none of the plans worked out. I went down, down and down endlessly. I opened my eyes, nothing but water with yellow glow, yellow color. Dark water that one could not see through. Now I felt the entire water is dark, but could not see through. You see, I was going down and down. And then sheer stark terror seized me. I don't know how or why, but some kind of fear and terror came to my heart. I was thinking very sad, bad things. Some kind of depression came to me, that not able to escape, not able to fight. So some kind of fear without even my knowledge was coming, becoming stronger in me, in my mind. You see, that knows no understanding. I don't know why it is so. I was getting frightened. No reason to explain. Unexplainable thing was that I was getting frightened. Terror that knows no control. Uncontrollable terror I was getting in my mind. Terror that no one can understand, who has not experienced it. Only one who has experienced it can say what kind of terror it is. Unexplainable terror and fear it was. I was shrieking underwater. I was crying underwater. I was paralyzed underwater. I was paralyzed, stiff, rigid and with fear. Even the screams in my throat were frozen. Screams in my throat were frozen. Frozen. Words not coming out. Sound not coming out. Only my heart and my pounding in my head said that I was still alive. See, like heartbeat, head was beating. So that told me I was still alive. Otherwise, almost dead I became. I became almost dead. Not dead, but almost dead. And then in the midst of the terror came a touch of reason. Then there came a touch of reason. Reason came to my mind. I must remember to jump when I hit the bottom. Again, my plan is this. I must try to jump when I touch the bottom. At last, I felt the tiles under me. At last, I felt the bottom and the tiles under my feet. My toes touched out as if to grab them. You see, my toes, my feet touched the tiles as if to grab them. That is my only source of escape, by which I can escape and reach on surface. I jumped with everything I had, with all my strength, mustering, collecting, amassing all my strength. I jumped from the bottom to the surface. But the jump made no difference. No use. This jump also made no difference. The water was still around me. I was in water. I could not escape. I looked for ropes, ladders, water wings. Nothing but water. I looked for some, hay of escape. Isn't it so? Some rope of escape. Nothing I could get. A mass of yellow water held me. Stark terror took an even deeper hold on me. And with a great charge of electricity, I shook and trembled with fright. Some kind of fear came to me, just like electricity coming on. Sudden movement. That means terror and fear. I was overcome by. Yes, my arms wouldn't move. And then I found that I could not see. Arms not moving. My legs wouldn't move, legs not moving. I tried to call for help. Help me, please. I tried to call for my mother. Yes, when you are really in danger, you will remember your mother. Amma, you would call, shout and call. Suppose you are suddenly met with a small accent also, the first word to come out from your mouth is Amma, mother. Is it not so? Surely, yes. It is in your heart, that is why, the love of your mother. Because her arms, when you are hugged by your mother, you feel that protection. Is it not so? That safety you would never find in your life. Yes. To call for mother, but nothing happened. See, I tried all my ways to escape, calling for help, calling for my mother, but nothing worked out. Okay, and then strangely there was light. I was coming out of the awful yellow water. I found I was coming out of the yellow water. At least my eyes were. My nose was almost out too. My eyes and nose came on surface. Then I started down a third time. I came up on surface. I went down again. I sucked for air and got water. I sucked for air but got water. I was swallowing water in large quantities. The yellowish light was going out. Then all effort ceased. Ceased means stopped. All my effort stopped. I relaxed. Now I felt that I can do nothing. So why should I struggle? Whatever I do, it becomes of no meaning. I mean of no use. So no use what to do. So accept it. That's what. I relaxed. Even my legs felt limp. Means not moving. And a blackness swept over my brain. It wiped out fear. Some kind of blackness. My mind became blank. I can't do nothing. What can I do? So accept it. That's what. Okay. It wiped out fear. It wiped out terror. There was no more panic. My fear all gone because I can do nothing. Do you remember our Titanic cinema? In that when the moment those singers, musicians, they found that ship is going down, they knew very clearly that they cannot escape. So they found that there is no reason of hurry or running here and there, no use. So they want to embrace death with a smile. So they were going on singing. Isn't it so? Do you remember that music and all? The same way here, he understood that is no use of struggling. He could do nothing. Yes, so the fear is gone from his mind. This is nice to be drowsy. He was some kind of sleepiness. Okay, drowsy. Okay, some kind of not really sleeping. So somewhat half unconscious. To go to sleep. Something like going to sleep. No need to jump. No struggle. You see, no hurry. Too tired to jump. He became so tired, too tired. Nothing could be done. So what can I do? Accept it if it is going down too. With a peaceful mind. It is nice to be carried gently, to float along in space, tender arms around me. I felt like that. Tender arms like the arms of my mother. Tender arms like the mother's arms. Now I must go to sleep. So he accepts it as the inevitable, unavoidable, because he understood that he cannot escape. He is going down, he may die too, but accept the reality, accept with a smile. That is what. So he must go to sleep. He could not do anything, he could do nothing. I crossed oblivion, forgetfulness, and the curtain of life fell. I felt that the curtain of life fell on me. Yes, that is the first part of our story. That means how he was met with, in a way, an accident or in a way an experience of getting fear of water, and how he was able to conquer it is the second part of it that you will see in the next video. I hope the story is clear to you. Other things I will explain in the next video. Thank you for watching. Meet you video number 2 or part 2. Goodbye.